Are you guys ready for another episode, another video of Lord of Mysteries? Look, we got new beautiful artwork. We have a new beautiful haircut for our one and only Ellie. She doesn't like her haircut, but she looks beautiful. You guys ready? Are you guys excited? Are you guys ready for Lord of Mysteries? Because I'm ready. I'm ready. Listen, you know, we don't even do an intro. Just actually, no. The only thing we could say for an intro. Make sure you guys share the video, like the video, comment on the video. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you dislike it. Tell me what works, what doesn't work. You know, this is all a learning process. We're here. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. And that's it. I think that's pretty much it, right? That's all we got for an intro. All right, guys. You guys ready? I'm excited. Let's find what chapter we're at first. It's been a while. Chapter 103. Doing as the Heart Willed. He resides at 19 Howe Street. While memorizing the information, Klein neatly noticed a piece of information. Yes, Wells states at Howe Street, the Divination Club is on Howe Street. The cloth merchant named Sirius Arepius also lives in Howe Street. From the looks of it, it's nothing strange from Welch to know Hanas Vincent either. They might have even gotten to know each through Sirius Arepis. Oh wait, also I know somebody just posted the pronunciations, like don't be alarmed or don't be scared, but these are the pronunciations. I haven't gone through them yet. I promise to go through them today. After the stream, we'll have better pronunciations on some of these names. Yeah, I know, we are getting lore continuation. Suddenly, Klein felt that he had linked the clues together as his thoughts turned clear. He was originally confused as to how Welch would be acquainted with Hanas Vincent, since the son of a banker wasn't particularly interested in mysticism. To him, money was more important than divination, but now Klein felt that he had an inkling as to how they became acquainted. According to the descriptions of several magazines, middle-class and wealthy residents would gradually pay a visit to their neighbors for the same social class in order to form a social circle, which is beneficial to them. Similarly, Welch and cloth merchant Sirius absolutely had the motivation and opportunity to become friends since they both lived in the Howard Street vicinity. Isn't it hard to understand how Sirius knew about Hanas Vincent, who regularly went to the Divination Club at Howard Street? Perhaps it was a coincidental meaning, or perhaps Hanas had helped him out before. Regardless, this made it possible for the two of them, who frequently ran into each other within the same area, to become closer to one another. Hanas Vincent wanted to sell his ancient books, and thus Sirius introduced him to Welch, who was an undergraduate of history department. In Hanas's dream, there was a figure of the suspected evil god, the true creator. Oh, the upside down, oh my god, what was it? The upside down god, right? I cannot rule out the possibility of him joining some secret organization under Sirius' influence. I'm thinking of Sirius Black from Harry Potter, right? With the idea coming to him so easily, Klein could tell the information the man had left behind had a certain level of credibility without even using the divination methods. Even if he isn't called Sirius Arapis, no work as a cloth merchant, and doesn't live in 19 Howard Street, he definitely resides at the Howard Street, at the very least somewhere nearby. While these ideas ran through his mind, Klein viewed the borrowing records once again with views of the new train of thought. Are we still recording? Oh yeah. Let's reread this part. I haven't even read this part. The last time he came to Deweyville Library was last Saturday, a day before Selena's birthday party, which was also a day before Hanas. Which was also the day before... Oh, wait. The last time he came to Deweyville Library was last Saturday, a day before Selena's birthday party, which was also the day before Hanas Vincent died. Several days he also passed since then, but he hasn't returned the issues that he borrowed. According to the past records, if he only borrowed 2 issues, he would usually return them the next day. Could this mean that he knows about Hanas' death and was scared to the point that he no longer dares to come to Deweyville Library again? Ah, so now he's on the fence. Yes, he started by borrowing several unrelated history books and journals until he narrowed down what he needed, which is very similar to what I had read. This means that there was no one teaching him. There was no senior associate professor from the history department of the university. He did this completely through trial and error. What would a shocked target do? 2 choices. 1, if he had all the necessary information, he would head straight to the main peak of the Hornicus mountain range. 2, if he still lacked information, he would lay low and observe the situation. He would only show himself again if he's certain that Hanas' death wouldn't implicate him. Having made this conclusion, Klein closed the borrowing records and returned them to the library. He then took off the portrait and asked if anybody had seen the man. Unfortunately, many people came to borrow books every day, and the librarians didn't leave any impression of the average person. All right, thank you for your time, Klein. Put away his identification document and his badge. He had no intention of continuing the investigation alone. This wasn't only dangerous, but was also troublesome. He planned to head to Zotland Street once again and hand the case over to Captain and his teammates. He then planned to go home and prepare his tomato oxtail soup for his what? For his siblings before heading to the world above the gray fog to divine the target's whereabouts and condition. Officer, is there anyone else? The library asked sincerely if he's heaved a sigh of relief. Klein nodded slightly and asked, no, I will come back if there are new clues. He held his black cane with his left hand and made his way to the door. At this moment, he saw a man enter the library while he was heading hung low. He was dressed in a double-breasted coat, its collar standing tall. When they walked past each other, Klein caught a glance of his thick, messy brows and his pair of grayish-blue eyes. These were the things that tall collar couldn't hide. Serious Arapis. A coincidence. Klein froze. Another coincidence. We've been getting a lot of coincidences, dude. He didn't expect to meet his target. What the? He just showed up? Serious Arapis. A coincidence. Klein froze. He didn't. Dude, there's enough. That's like 4 or 5 coincidences in a row in this series so far for Klein. I get it. It's all preordained. Serious Arapis. I get it. This is all predestined. This was meant to happen from the very beginning. Watch. Bet. Coincidence. I know. We've been getting too many coincidences, man. I have read solo leveling. I know what happens when there are too many coincidences. Well, it's my limited Monwell knowledge. Wasn't this too much of a coincidence? He evaluated his physical condition and felt his aching, sore muscles. Thus, he acted as though nothing had happened and continued walking towards the door. Well, we have to follow what our hearts tell us. Safety matters. It doesn't matter if I miss this opportunity as long as Sirius is stolen and taken. At this moment, the man in the double-breasted coat arrived before the counter and was handling the journals to one of his librarians. In return, he said with a soft, muffled tone, the librarian received the journals casually, and when he saw it, he suddenly froze. He subconsciously looked up and differently as his body couldn't help but tremble. Is there a problem? The man asked in a deep voice. His question seemed like a spark that ignited a fuse, causing the librarian to instantly lose his self-control. He sprinted to the side and shouted, "Officer, the criminal is here." No, wait, you guys leave a comment. I think I said something. Okay, I'm not gonna think about it. We have a chase scene. Officer, the criminal's here. At this moment, Klein, who hadn't left the building, cursed madly. Oh, he cursed madly in his heart. He instinctively reached for his holster with his right hand and drew his revolver. The man froze for a moment before turning and breaking into a sprint. Shut up. It's a chase scene. Okay, I had to play this track. Okay, we're listening to this track because this track was pretty good, man. Woo! He instinctively reached for his holster with his right hand and drew his revolver. The man froze for a moment before turning and breaking into a sprint. But he didn't head for the door. Instead, he escaped in the direction of the oriel window to the side. As if he wanted to smash through the glass and jump out onto the street, Klein, who was flustered, turned his head to see the scene when he felt a sudden calm. He realized that even though he was afraid of the target, his target was more afraid of him. Ooh, that's hype. The man must be unable to determine my abilities in such an abrupt meeting. He isn't clear on what I am adept in, and so he will instinctively avoid a direct confrontation and look for other ways to escape. Confident of his... Is the song too loud? I'm gonna lower it just in case it's too loud. The man must be unable to determine... wait. He isn't clear on what I am adept in, so he will instinctively avoid a direct confrontation and look for other ways to escape. Confident of his analysis, Klein lifted his revolver and pulled the He's shooting in the library? At that moment, the man in the double-breasted coat abruptly rolled onto the ground in an attempt to avoid the bullet. Following up on that, he pressed down on the ground with his right hand and it propelled himself into the air towards the oriel window. Click. Klein's first shot was empty. Oh, the blank. He always leaves in a blank, right? But this was something he had expected. He took advantage of the serious inability to dodge while in midair to aim at his torso and pull the trigger. Bang! The silver demon hunting bullet tore through the air and penetrated straight through Sirius' back. He shot the man. Did he kill him? The glass shattered and Sirius flew out of the window, leaving drops of crimson blood of the crystalline glass fragments in windowsill. Klein was no longer afraid now that the target was injured. He ran over and jumped out the window with the help of a chair. This was the area line. This is so cool, man. He is real. You can turn the music up a bit. Okay, let's turn it up a bit. Yeah. Is this good? Too loud? It might be too loud. We'll put it right here. This might be too loud. LOTM time. This was the area lining on the Black Dual Library ground floor. A row of trees isolated a lush green field. Oh, I skipped a line. Klein was no longer afraid now the target was injured. He ran over and jumped out the window with the help of a chair. This was the area lining the back of the Deweyville Library ground floor. A row of trees isolated a lush green field. The injured Sirius was running to the side in an attempt to enter a small alley between the two buildings. Having not practiced shooting at the moving targets, Klein didn't dare to fire blindly. He could only carry his cane in one hand and his gun in the other hand as he pursed the man in the black coat. Tap, tap, tap. Too much? Too loud? I got it. Okay, we'll put it down. Compared to the blood he had seen earlier, Sirius' blood was now black. Wait, Klein, I skipped another line. I get too excited when any action happens. Oh my god, yeah, don't F with Klein, he will shoot you. This was an instinct he had as a seer, and it was also a warning given to him by his spirituality. Klein immediately slowed down. His eyes scanned the blood on the floor ground. I skipped another line. He followed the... I skipped 2 lines. Oh my goodness. He followed the trail of blood on the floor and tried to close the distance. With a corner coming up, the injured Sirius' speed became slow and slower. Klein, who had been waiting for an opportunity to capture him, suddenly felt a little afraid. He felt as though the man in front of him wasn't human, but a wolf or a... Shut up, are there werewolves? But a wolf or a tiger on the harbor terrified... One that harbored terrifying dangers. This was an instinct he had as a seer and also a warning given to him by his spirituality. Klein immediately slowed down, his eyes scanning the blood on the ground. Compared to the blood he had seen earlier, Sirius' blood was now black. The color changed. At this moment, a violent wind overwhelmed him. Sirius' face was reflected in Klein's eyes. Thick, messy brown, grayish blues eyes, multiple protruding warts, an open mouth with 2 rows of white teeth. Is this a vampire? Multiple protruding warts, an open mouth with 2 rows. Oh, 2 rows. Oh shit. He has his teeth, but then they're I get it. Open mouth with 2 rows of white teeth. Sirius was launching a counter attack at this moment. This made the face reflected in Klein's eyes more visible. He can even smell a particularly putrid stench. Sirius pounced a distance of 7 or 8 meters, far more than any normal human being could jump. But as Klein had stopped chasing his just in time, there was still a distance of nearly 10 meters between them. When the distance was shortened to 2 meters, the sticky saliva caused by drool and the disgusting dense warts formed a harrowing scene that made Klein's nerves tense up. Without thinking, he seized the opportunity of temporary immobility caused by Sirius' pounds to raise his right hand. He fired without stopping, allowing the bullets to rain down on the target's head. Yo, are we going for headshots? This man's been playing Call of Duty. Bang, bang, bang. Shooting from such a close distance and allowing the silver demon... So he has to use demon hunting bullets, or he just doesn't have time to change it. Shooting from such a close distance, allowing the silver demon hunting bullets to drill through Sirius' head. Blood... He shot him in the head. Blood splattered everywhere. His face became more and more mangled until he staggered backwards. Klein had emptied the bullets and he shot him 6 times. Klein had emptied the bullets in his revolver. In an instant, he subconsciously wanted to take a few steps back in order to confirm the results of his battle. But at this moment, Sirius gave Klein the shock of his life, trying his hardest to stand up straight. Klein, he didn't die? Dude, he's such a fucking badass. But at this moment, Sirius gave the shock of his life by trying his hardest to stand up against Klein. Abruptly lifted the cane in his left hand. He fucking smacked him with the fucking cane. Smacked the sturdy silver inlet black cane struck Sirius' neck. Fuck! Klein is a badass, dude. Sirius' neck leaving a dark red mark. Smack, smack, smack. Wait, hold, because it's not giving a direction. I'm like, pa, pa, pa. Smack, smack, smack. Klein acted on instinct, raining blows on his opponent until Sirius collapsed, stumbling onto the ground. Huff, puff, huff. Klein supported himself with his cane and took a deep breath. His eyes were trained intently on his target, afraid the Sirius would suddenly jump back to life. At this moment, Sirius' head had basically been smashed into a pole. Fuck you, no way he's alive. and the wards gradually receded. His body stopped moving after a few convulsions. KLEIN was in no hurry to examine the corpse. Instead, he tossed his cane to the side and took out the demon hunting bullets he had on him and reloaded his revolver. After doing so, he collected himself and fought back to his disgust, kneeling down to his knees, the pockets of Sirius' double-breasted coat. Shut the fuck up. What just happened? We just had a fucking Hollywood chase scene. Chapter 104, Mr. Z. 1 pocket, 2 pockets, 3 pockets. KLEIN soon found bloodstained wallet, Deweyville library card, 2 pairs of brass keys. What do those keys unlock? Ooh, might be a mystery. 2 pairs of brass keys, an uncertified smoking pipe, a sheathing dagger, and a few letters that were folded neatly. Laying anything off to the ground except for letters, he stood up straight and looked at the wallet. He confirmed that there were only 10 plus solis and some copper pennies. Wait, it looks like the action's over, right? Okay, action ended. Yeah, we're good right here. The craftsmanship of his wallet is quite exquisite. It's such a pity, KLEIN signed. Feeling a little distracted, just take the wallet, bro. He don't need it. If I didn't spend so much of my private stash of money, buying a wallet would have been on my schedule today. You just got yourself a free wallet. After shaking his head, KLEIN opened the letters and quickly scanned through them. Dear... Fuck you. Mr. Z is Mr. Zaratul. This guy is still alive. No fucking way they just gave it away. Mr. Z is Mr. Zaratul. Please allow me to defend myself. When Hanas and I sold off the Antigonus family... So they sold it. When we sold off the Antigonus family notebook, it wasn't stupidly or betrayal. It didn't appear special in any way when it was in our hands. I suspect that it's alive. The book is alive. I suspect that it's alive and that it's Wiccan's item armed with a certain life and wisdom. It was something dangerous that needed to be sealed. At different stages and before different people, it shows different contents. What the fuck would it show KLEIN if he looked at it? This is a proven fact. This is a proven fact that I've learned from the lamb in the police station. Although the notebook shows content that is sufficiently true each time with plenty of evidence, I believe that it would only reveal the completed content in the hands of the descendant of the Antigonus family. Which is why he sold it. When Hanas and I received it, we will only see some trivial matters of the Antigonus family, the general situation of the nation of the Evernight, and the main peak of the Hornicus mountain range. That's all we need. And also the 3 sequence potion formulas we handed into you previously. Shit, it's for Seer. So we have Clown and then sequence 7 and 6. Or maybe it's Clown... Oh yeah, I'm stupid. It's Clown 7 and 6. As you know, the Secret Order has the Seer pathway in its grasp, and this is such a coincidence. Holy shit. As you know, the Secret Order has a Seer pathway in its grasp and possesses powerful tracking abilities. So Hanas and I believe that it would be risky to move to continue keeping the notebook. The value it had presented to us wasn't sufficient for us to take the risk. Since we couldn't wait for your reply, we agreed amongst ourselves to sell the notebook to Welch, who was living on the same street. He enjoyed collecting relics and ancient notebooks, and he can afford to pay a high price for it. As for the subsequent developments, you are already aware. This is the first thing that I'd like to explain. Okay, speculating. The guy was the one that made Welch's suicide look like a suicide. So he murdered them, but he just made it look like a suicide. This is the first thing that I'd like to explain. As I am writing these words, Hanas is dead. Oh shit. We're literally about to find out. Hanas is dead. He died due to a heart attack during his sleep. This must be a blessing from God to prevent him from suffering the outcome of falling into the hands of heretics. I had no choice but to move somewhere safe, more hidden. I didn't even dare leave the house. Luckily, the lamb. This is the second. So there's a lamb in the police station. Oh fuck! With the Nighthawks, there's a fucking spy or a traitor. Luckily, the lamb told me that the reason Hanas was being eyed by the heretics wasn't because... Shit, there's an informant on the inside. Luckily, the lamb told me that the reason Hanas was being eyed by the heretics wasn't because of the Antigonus family notebook, nor was his identity exposed. It was just that he had taken in a silly female disciple in the hopes of slowly developing her into one of us. His female disciple has stolen a glance at the secret incantations and tried the magic divination while a Nighthawk heretic was watching. Are we talking about KLEIN when he was at the party? I believe you can pretty much guess the rest of the story, so there's no need for me to describe it. Is it a pity that the position of the lamb isn't high enough, so the actual details cannot be determined? From various feedbacks, it seemed that the heretics have yet to suspect me. Their investigations came to a halt due to Hana's sudden death. Therefore, I returned to the streets and planned to borrow a few more journal issues from Deweyville Library to seek out more clues. As a faction that also had the seer pathway in its grasp, the Antigonus family must have had some divinations. Wait, who? As a faction that also, are they implying the library? Spoilers? Oh, I won't read. As a fact that also had the seer pathway in its grasp, the Antigonus family must have had some divinations regarding its decimation. They must have left behind secret treasures that would allow the revival of the family. There's sufficient reason to believe that the treasure is hidden on the main peak of the Hornicus mountain range, which is one of the relics of the nation of the Evernight, which also should have the seer formula. Shut up. The fight where KLEIN fought in the church wasn't a church. It's the palace in the Hornicus mountain range. No way my comment was spoilers, but honestly, fair enough. Okay, no, we're all good. There's sufficient reason to believe that the treasure is hidden on the main peak of the Hornicus mountain range, which is one of the relics in the nation of Evernight. Having read that KLEIN peoples constricted rapidly, he nearly dropped the letter. The pathway that the Antigonus family had in his grasp was a seer pathway. What a coincidence. Thunder seemed to boom in KLEIN's head again and again. That left him in a daze. He felt as though it was destiny. The notebook that led to the original KLEIN's death and indirectly helped me transmigrate originated from the Antigonus family that had the seer pathway in its grasp. The one that eventually made me choose the seer potion was the Emperor Rozel's diary. While Emperor Rozel was biased towards the seer sequence because of the mysterious Mr. Zaratul, who was the leader of the secret order, which also had the seer pathway in its grasp. This is like a suffocating net swan by fate. What exactly is lurking behind all of this? KLEIN held the letter and paced it back and forth. He needed to verify the contents with other sources. Yes, the secret order that the Zaratul family controls is pursuing and searching for the belongings left behind by the Antigonus family. So the Antigonus family is different from the secret order. Sorry, I don't mean to be pandescentic, but transmigrate is transmigrate as in migration. I know I've been mixing up my pronunciations. I've been saying transmigrate and transmigrate. Yeah, I know I've been saying the two different ones. I think it's just whatever rolls off my tongue easily, but I know one is completely a bad pronunciation. I know, my bad. No, you're good, bro. You're good. I know I've been mispronouncing a lot of words. Nah, bro, it's cool, man. Don't worry about it. Yes, the secret order that the Zaratul family controls is pursuing the searching for the belongings left behind by the Antigonus family. If both parties share the same beyonder sequences. Oh, so we can get the pathway from the Antigonus family or the secret order. Like if one has it and the other doesn't have it. Bam. Okay. Beyond the sequences, there will be a sufficient reason and motive. Perhaps it is to bring any missing sequences up. Oh, right here. Perhaps it is to bridge any missing sequences, obtain rare ingredients for a higher sequence advancement, or covet the other parties' accumulate experiences and avoiding less control. Going by line of thought, it is rather reasonable the Antigonus family had at least part of the seer sequence chain. Yes, when I was diving for clues pertaining to the clown potion, the images that emerged were mostly related to Antigonus family. The only exception was a suited clown for the secret order. Therefore, the true meaning behind the symbols is that each scene carries the possibility of obtaining clown potions and a clue. However, I didn't understand the crux of the issue and regrettably missed it. With the two corroborating evidence, KLEIN nearly believed the matters that Sirius had brought up in the letter. He also understood why he constantly heard the words Hornicus in the murmurs he shouldn't be hearing. Oh, he's losing control, or he hasn't digested the potion completely. Transmigrate? No, we're just trying to make me mispronounce it. Nah, you're getting fast. Yeah, we're getting fast. Remember, the Antigonus family was from the previous epoch and only remnants exist. Yeah, so they were from... It said its high was at the 4th epoch. Okay. And like the notebook and random descendants. Got it. And murmurs he shouldn't be hearing. The earliest occurrence of this happening was when I first consumed the seer potion. He wore a... Oh, he's also part of the seer. Oh, no, this is KLEIN's thoughts. The earliest occurrence of this happening was when I first consumed the seer potion. He wore a serious expression as he thought to himself. Meanwhile, he guessed that being a survivor of those that made contact with a relic of the Antigonus family, and becoming a beyonder of the seer pathway were two necessary conditions to hear the murmur saying Hornicus. Is there really a secret treasure buried within the ancient ruins of the main peak of the Hornicus mountain range by the Antigonus family? No, I can't think about this. Just as the notebook had also killed so many people, any complete treasures would have been even more terrifying. Klein shook his head subconsciously and cast his gaze on the third piece of paper, which was the last of the letters. Honorable Mr. Z, Mr. Zara, just fucking say Mr. Zaratul. You don't gotta make this a mystery. We know who it is. Honorable Mr. Zaratul, I hope I can gain your assistance. I believe that you should be sufficiently interested in the treasure too. How the hell is he alive? If he's a seer, okay, he told Roselle to be a seer, which might imply that he's a seer. So there has to be a position amongst the circus that grants immortality. The circus. It could be Ziprox from the Andromeda galaxy. You're right. It could be from that galaxy. It could be from that star system. You're right, username. Until then, I will make myself look like a normal person, a normal lover of history. When the end of days arrive, I will offer all of Tiggin's lambs as a sacrifice to God. I got it. Oh my God, we're speculating. When the end of days arrive is the end of days that made that whole ancient race disappear at the end of the fourth epoch. You remember how I said there was no bodies? It looks like they just vanished. The end of days came, and all of them were sacrificed to the true God, the giant upside down crucified man. I'm studying my words. Whatever that being was sacrificed, and they all disappeared. Oh my God, I dropped my plush. That has to be it. And that's maybe that's how epochs end. Epochs end from like a giant calamity. If you guys play Final Fantasy 14, usually an end of a calamity comes in from like a main catastrophe or whatever. I can see the foreshadowing. I can see the symbolism here. I can see the cross references. When the end of days arrive, I will offer all of Tingin's lambs as a sacrifice to God. Humbly, Sirius Rapus. When he heard reading Sirius' letter, Klein had the urge to laugh. Why do you feel like I saved Tingin? Why was this guy trying to do? Heretics are truly unbelievable. Bros cooking? We cooking, man. Who is Mr. D? Who is Mr. D? Who is Mr. D? Oh my God, I said it again. Who is Mr. Z? He seems like someone in a high position. At the very least, he should be at the same sequence as a captain. Where was Sirius sending the letters to? He didn't write down the address. It seemed like that's the cautiousness of a heretics. They wouldn't put the address on until the moment before they send it out. Oh, so that way people wouldn't figure it out. Right? If the Antigonus family had the potion of the seer pathway in the scraps, then would the clown potion be among the three formulas instead of the Antigonus family notebook that Sirius sent? Highly likely. You find the letter and you find the potion. In that instant, Klein seemed to have found clues to the clown potion. Although Sirius didn't bring the formula along with him, it was possible that he had left some form of record at his hideout. He must have also had in its head in his memories. How the fuck do we search his memories? Klein looked at the corpse before him and considered the problem of making a third person speak. Shut up. There's necromancy. A gravedigger. Dude, just take him to the Nighthawks. It required almost zero consideration. An idea immediately popped up. Mediumship. Oh, we deleted some messages. Okay, thank you guys. Hold up. Message retracted. Oh, was that onto something? Spirit. Yes, I'm talking about the true creator, Daniel. That's why I'm bringing the spirit back up with rituals. Spirit mediums could directly communicate with spirits that had yet to disperse. Seers, mystery powers, and others could roughly accomplish the same thing using ritual. It's a new ritual. Previously, when he was dealing with the corpse of the suited clown, there were three things that had kept Klein from using the mediumship. Oh, because remember it moved randomly, right? First, he was in a hurry to save the rest. Secondly, he didn't have the ingredients with him. And lastly, he lacked confidence. Like, he didn't believe in his powers. But now he is, because he's ready to go to clown, right? Secondly, he didn't have the ingredients with him. And lastly, he lacked confidence. Thus, he didn't consider the option of mediumship and missed his best chance. When they returned to Blackthorn Security Company, the spirit was mostly gone. Even a spirit medium can only get superficial information. But now Klein happened to have all the ingredients and tools that had happened to have the experience of communicating with lingering resentment through the help of dream divination. My only concern about contacting the spirit of a heretic would be being placed in the same situation as Captain's entry into Hanas. Dream, where he saw a horrifying existence. However, Captain only remained frail for 2 days, and he wasn't considered severely injured. Yes, I could give it a try. He hesitated for less than 20 seconds before making a decision. He didn't want to miss out on this opportunity. Even I am resisting what's on your mind. Yeah, don't say it. Don't say a hinge provoker. Thank you. No, don't say it. You can go, I wonder. I guess you will have to read to find out. He raised his head, turned around, and cast his gaze towards the spot where the window had shattered. There was a crowd gathering there and watching. He took out his identification card and badge before, like, guys, it's okay. I'm a cop. It's cool. He took out his, I am an officer. It's okay. He took out his identification card and badge before returning to the broken window. He then told the onlookers through the shattered Oreo window. It sounded like Oreo. I am a probationary inspector from the Special Operations Department of the Awa County Police. I have shot the criminal to death. I have shot him to death. Please take this badge to the nearest police station and tell them to send backup to deal with a follow-up. The rest are to help me cordon off this area. Do not allow anyone to come closer, for they might contaminate the scene. Yes, officer. The librarian that caused KLEIN the trouble quickly took the badge. When the entire scene was corroded off and no one can enter the grassy patch, KLEIN returned to the corner and stood by the side of the corpse. He was glad that the innocent crowd couldn't see the dead body, which looked more like a monster than a human. Do they say what? Okay, you don't have to tell me what he is, but do they say what he is, or will I eventually find out what he is over time? Oh, so mysterious. Well, the amount of self-control needed not to spoil is crazy. Thank you, guys. Thank you. God bless you all. Praise the fool for not giving it away. Thank you, guys. He put down his cane and revolver that reached out into the inner pocket of his windbreaker to take out a metal bottle. He was going to use the techniques of a mediumship ritual with dream. He's using 2 rituals at once. He was going to use a technique of mediumship ritual with a dream divination to make the dead man speak. Okay. Chapter 1 of 5 is called Spirit Channeling. Oh my god, my voice kind of squeaked right there. Woo! KLEIN twisted open the golden bottle cap and brought it to his nose. He took a whiff of the stimulating scent that energized him. This was holy night powder made using slumber flowers, dragon's blood. I want to see a dragon in this series, dude. We have all these, like, mythological ingredients. I need to see the animals, dude. Dragon's bloodgrass, deep red sandalwood, mint, and other herbs. Since it was a simple to concoct, KLEIN had made a batch the moment he got ingredients from the underground market. It was going to be used now. Ooh, spooky spirit. He poured a little of the holy night powder on his palm and collected himself. His irises turned dark. Next, KLEIN put away the metal bottle and scattered the power onto the ground after infusing his spirituality into it. He scattered the power as he walked, forming a circle around Sirius' corpse. A formless barrier rose, separating them from the outside world. KLEIN flicked away the remaining holy night powder on his hand and took out the other metal bottles. He sprinkled the amount of pure dew and other liquids into the surrounding area. The ritual he set up was different from the one Old Neo used at Ray Bieber's house, since the aim of the ritual was different. For example, Old Neo poured the liquid before using the holy night power. That could create a serene and holy state, second only to an actual altar. KLEIN had used the holy night powder first before pouring the liquids to prevent Sirius' remnant spirituality from being distributed by the surrounding objects, while still barely managing to have an environment that satisfied the requirements of the ritual. If he had used Old Neo's methods, the rest of Sirius' spirituality would have been purged, making it impossible to establish a connection. After finishing his preparations, KLEIN put away the materials and entered a state of cogitation. He recited the Hermes incantation softly. I pray for the power of the Dark Knight. I've seen those movies. Pretty good movies. KLEIN's juju sounds cool. I need to learn from him. Yeah, we need to learn from him, dude. I pray for the power of mystery. I pray for the goddess of loving grace. I pray that you'll allow me to communicate with the heretic spirituality inside the altar. At the incantations reverberated throughout the sealed space, KLEIN suddenly felt a massive, terrifying, and mysterious energy descend upon him. His eyes turned completely black as though he had lost his pupils and the whites of his eyes. Seizing the opportunity, KLEIN recited a divination statement in his heart, the formula to the clown potion. As he was reciting the statement, he used cogitation to temporarily enter a dreamlike state. It was a hazy gray world without a sky on the ground. KLEIN was unusually alert as he observed a transparent, ethereal figure. He extended the right hand and touched the remnants of the serious spirit. The scene in front of him changed with a rumble. It was a sturdy table painted with dark red paint. There were 3 candles on a silver candle stand as well as a black piece of paper. Sirius had a pen in his hand. He wrote in Loan language. This is the second formula and the name of the notebook is Clown. Oh shit, we're getting the ingredients. No fucking way, we're getting the ingredients this early in volume 1. Wait, isn't this client about to gain aura? He's about to gain his aura? Well, his aura is going to go up. He's already a badass, bro. The level of detail is insane. It is insane, not going to lie. Yeah, it's crazy how detailed the series is sometimes. In the beginning, it may have been a little bit too serious. No, a little too detailed for me when it came to bread and how to buy things and the currency. So it was a little overstimulating for me. But now I like it. Now I'm into it. Now I'm into his writing style. I like it when it's over detailed now. It was a sturdy table. Oh, I read this. Sirius had a pen in his hand. He wrote in... Oh, so it just does what he says. Yeah, we're getting the clown portion. We're getting the clown portion formula. Oh my god, I am studying my words. There were 3 candles on a silver candle stand as well as a black piece of paper. It's like the Death Note, bro. It's like black paper, pen and paper. Sirius had a pen in his hand. He wrote in Loan language. This is the second formula. Its name in the notebook is Clown. 80 milliliters of pure water. Easy. 5 drops of torn apple juice. So apple juice. We got water, apple juice. 7 grams of black rimmed sunflower powder. We can get sunflower powder. Black rimmed. Maybe it's like burnt sunflower. 10 grams of golden cloak grass powder. What kind of grass? Easy getting corrupted by LOTM. 3 drops of poison hemlock. Oh, do you guys remember the show Hemlock Groove? That show was a little bit trippy. I saw that one back in the day. I saw that like a decade ago. These are the supplementary ingredients. That's it. The main supernatural ingredients are 1 crystal of the single horn of a mature Hornicus gray mountain goat. That's such a lengthy name. Hold up. Now that wait, it's getting a little detailed. Hold up. Hold up. I'm about to bite my words. Hold up. I gotta read this again. I'm messing up my words. The main supernatural ingredients are 1 crystal of the single horn of a matured Hornicus gray mountain goat, and a complete stalk of a human-based rose. A rose in the shape of a human. Sirius seemed to have the clown Sirius seemed to have the clown potions formula memorized as he quickly finished writing it. He paused for a moment and he took a sip of coffee. Then he unwound the silver pen. He's just drinking coffee as he's writing it. And then he unwound the silver pendulum around his wrist. Oh wait, no, this is KLEIN. He held the pendulum and closed his eyes, muttering terms to himself such as the end of days, peace of mind, hope of the Lord's blessing, and confess. Oh no, this is serious. After Sirius finished his prayer, KLEIN finally saw the pendulum clearly. Under the wound silver chain with a thumb-sized human figurine, the clown had a single eye, a trait of unique to giants. Fuck you, he's a descendant of the true creator, if it's a giant, right? The figure had a single... Wait, what figure? After Sirius finished his prayer, KLEIN finally saw the pendulum clearly. Under the wound silver chain was a thumb-sized human figurine. Oh, the size of a thumb. The figurine had a single eye. A single eye, a trait unique. So giants have 1 eye in this series. It was facing down. It's like, oh shit, it's the true creator. The figure had a single eye, a trait unique to giants. It was facing down, its legs bound by chains that connected upwards. Oh, it's chained. Why would it be chained? It's like a cyclops, right? At that moment, a single eye of the giant suddenly had a faint red glow. The eye glows red. Crack. The scene KLEIN witnessed shattered as his legs buckled, almost causing him to kneel to the ground. KLEIN felt pain in his head as though he had been struck ruthlessly in the head with a bat. His vision turned blood red as his hands involuntarily reached out to protect his knees. He recovered several seconds later and stood back up. He felt that his spirituality was unusually weak, as if he had heard the murmurings that penetrated his mind once again. But due to his progress in digesting the magic medicine, the adverse reaction calmed down quickly. Yeah, the true creator is a giant. No, it's not a spoiler. We talked about that. No, don't worry, it's not a spoiler. We talked about how the true creator was like the giant thing that was hung upside down on the cross. We saw it in the vision. No, it's okay, Romero. We saw in the vision. He was like super huge or whatever, and then you guys were joking around saying like if I was standing next to it, I wouldn't even reach like the hair hanging off his head or whatever. He recovered several seconds later and stood back up. He felt that his spirituality was unusually weak, and if he had heard the murmurings that penetrated his mind once again. But due to his progress in digesting the magic medicine, the adverse reaction calmed down quickly. The hanged giant. Oh, right here. Oh, that's right here. The hanged giant, the true creators, Sirius and Hanas. Look, right here saying it again. Okay, it's false alarm. No, it's all good. Yeah, no, it happens. But to the hanged giant, the true creator, Sirius, the Hanas were both members of the Aurora Order, but the captain saw a huge cross in Hanas's dream. The terrifying, yeah, oh, right here. But the captain saw a huge cross in Hanas's dream. The terrifying being crucified on the cross wasn't the Aurora's hanged giant. KLEIN took 2 deep breaths and waited for his spirituality to slowly recover. The Aurora Order was a secret organization that sprang into existence about 200 to 300 years ago. They worshipped the true creator, and I'm sorry if my nose is a little stuffy. They worship the true creator and symbolize him with a hanged giant. They believe that every human being had divine qualities. As long as they preserved and made it through the countless trials, they would be able to accumulate enough divine qualities to become angels. Shut up. Are there angels in this series? Okay, according to the eternal records of the Nighthawk, sequence 9 of the Aurora was secrets suppliant. Oh, that's a new pathway. These Beyonders could sense the existence of mysterious and horrifying beings and were armed with a decent amount of knowledge regarding the sacrifices and some knowledge of ritualistic magic. So, this is the ritualistic pathway that you guys mentioned earlier. Like, oh, don't spoil it. I remember you guys mentioned something like that. There was enough evidence to claim that the senior secret supplement experienced distortions of their worldview and lost control easily. Little was known about Sequence 7 with the Aurora Order had grasped. Sequence 8 was Listener. This was considered quite a terrifying job for a Beyonder. Every listener could listen directly to the whispers of secret entities, thus they frequently came in contact with powerful, distorted, unique abilities, but consequently, I read that so wrong. If they were unable to advance, it was difficult for them to survive the next 5 years after becoming a listener. Oh, because it's too much. They listen to too much. Furthermore, the comments of the Nighthawks had in the reports were that every listener was a lunatic. It sounds like the monster guy, right? That sees like dead things. Even if they looked normal on the surface, they were always crazy on the inside. The details of the report regarding the Aurora flashed through KLEIN's mind. His initial theory was that Sirius was the Secret Order's suppliant. From that description, Secret Order suppliant are as hopeless as Sirius in battle. They don't fit Sirius' actions just now. What happened later was there a loss of control brought about by the injury? Yeah, he lost control because it said he was hearing things, right? And that's a sign that you haven't fully digested something, right? Right? Yes, Friar once said that every Beyonder would more or less undergo some weird changes after they die. Oh. KLEIN thought as he tapped 4 points on his chest to praise the god. Oh, he's... Okay. After his spirituality recovered slightly, he concluded the ritual was appropriate procedure and dismantled the wall of spirituality. With a whoosh gust of wind blew as KLEIN forced himself to look at Sirius' corpse. He noticed that there were still an obvious wart on Sirius' mangled face. It was a dark purple wart, almost black. There seemed to be liquids and a light gleaming within. Ugh. Oh, almost lost my place. He noticed that there was still an obvious wart on Sirius' mangled face. It was a dark purple wart, almost black. There seemed to be liquid and a light gleaming within. I had to reread that. What kind of transformation was that? KLEIN rubbed his temples, not daring to touch it. Yeah, don't touch it. He bent over and retrieved his cane, allowing it to bear his weight. Let's change the action song. We don't need to hear action music right now. Allowing it to bear his weight. After what just happened, he knew that the Seer spirituality had been completely destroyed. Even the spirit Madame Dali would have been able to communicate with it. Oh, even she wouldn't be... What the... He's only sequence 9. How is he able to do this? If Madame Dali was sequence 7. Even the spirit Madame Dali would be unable to communicate with him. After a while, KLEIN saw Captain Dunn and his partners Leonard and Kenley. Kenley's a new name. It seems like your fate is tied to Beyonders and evil forces. In just a few weeks, you have come across more supernatural incidents than what we usually see in months. Leonard joked, looking at the corpse on the ground. It might not be a coincidence. It's a coincidence. Come on, it's a he's the fool. It's a coincidence, man. Oh wait, no, it's not a coincidence. It is all. There's something behind this where all these coincidences are too coincidental. It might not be a coincidence. Klein's added as he suddenly thought about the red chimney he had seen in his dream divination, as well as the majestic palace on the main peak of the Hornicus mountain range, and the formless focus on him. He took the opportunity to mention it in passing. Dunn surveyed the surroundings and, with his gray eyes tainted on Klein, asked, "You tried channeling his spirit?" There was still traces of holy night powder in the scent of essential oils. "Yes," Klein replied truthfully. "I was worried that you would arrive late and the remains of his spirituality would scatter." "You don't look well. Are you alright?" The short keenly asked in concern. Klein passed Sirius' undelivered letter to the captain and began from the beginning. "When I went..." Oh, I scrolled down too much. "Easy, not after what happened. Even Dally wouldn't be able to meet him again." Okay. No, Kenley was already seen a few times. Oh, he was already seen? Oh, I completely missed his name. When I went to the underground market to purchase the materials for the rituals, I suddenly remember that Selena had once gone to the Evil Dragon bar and that it was Hanas Vincent that brought her there. This meant that Hanas was irregular, thus I suspected that the person in the portrait, someone who's definitely connected to Hanas, might have gone to the underground market. They're like, damn, fucking Klein is good at his fucking job, man. This guy's putting us to shame. He's only been here for like not even a month. I asked the boss Swain about the portrait, and he gave me confirmation. He told me that the man had once tried to buy documents and items related to the Hornicus mountain. That reminded me of the library. I recalled the librarian had mentioned that someone had just returned a journal issue I wanted to borrow. Leonard stood to the side listening with a smile. He suddenly interrupted. "And so you brought your identification documents and badge here to flip through the borrowing records. Actually, I am very curious. Why would you come into conflict with this man here? Even if it was a direct encounter with your style of doing things, you would have pretended that you didn't know him and would have just leaving the library. Then you would come to Zotland Street and ask for help. Yes, there was no need for you to take that for you to take that risk. As long as you confirm the target and that he hasn't left Tingen, there would always be a way to find him." Dunn added as he revived the letter. Klein immediately said in embarrassment. The librarian recognized him and shouted for the police to help. There's no way I could have pretended not to hear that. Leonard and Keenly looked at each other. One tried to cover his amusement while the other turned his head to the side. That's so fucking funny. He's cooking at his job. He's fucking good at his job, dude. Fucking Klein. I think he's gonna pass Dunn Smith later on, man. It's gonna be cool. That's gonna be sick, dude. Dunn nodded his gaze, leaving the letter. "Did you get anything from channeling his spirit?" "I saw a pendulum that took the shape of a hanged giant. I saw a blood-red glow flash in the giant's only eye before I was forced out of the ritual." Klein described honestly. He didn't want to talk about the clown potion. Fuck, he's hiding it. He didn't want to talk about the clown potion for the time being, as he had two considerations. You know what's funny? They'll be like, why the fuck is this dude just wearing clown makeup? Because I know he wears clown makeup in the trailer. So I know he's going to become a clown. But it's just going to be kind of funny when he's wearing clown makeup. It's like, Klein, why are you wearing clown makeup? "Oh, new year, new me, Mr. Dunn Smith." We'll see what happens. I don't know. See, he explains it, or he only does this at nighttime. We love to see Klein advance through the church's ranks. Yeah, it's pretty good, dude. First, if Dunn and the rest were able to find Sirius' hideout and the corresponding records, then it would make no difference if he told them or not. And there would be no additional contributions attributed to him. Second, if Dunn and the rest were unable to find it, he could report it in the future. This way, he would be awarded with another contribution, allowing him to acquire the ingredients needed to concoct a potion. This was a way to obtain double the rewards for a single task, a technique that stemmed from Old Neo's recent teachings. Aurora order. Dunn muttered to himself before he asked some reveling questions. Maybe he only does it when he's acting. Yeah, like when he goes to maybe when he goes to the fortune teller, he'll put it on. Yeah, he could join a circus like he did with the club. Oh, that'd be funny. Depending on every pathway he does, he'll join. So it's a seer divination club. Clown. Fuck you. He's gonna join the clown. He's gonna join the circus at the beginning of the series, and then he's gonna fucking run into the beast tamer that originally divined him as a clown. Holy, and then she'll be like, you took my clown tarot reading too seriously, man." And I know, I like it. I like being a clown. It's fun. After KLEIN answered all his questions, he saw the fatigued in KLEIN's eyes and waved his cane. Not bad. You followed the scheme that was targeting Tingen. You can go back and rest. KLEIN, bring old Neil over. After giving instruction, Dunn smiled bitterly and shook his head. I thought we were getting Sequence 6 revealed. Before Sequence 6, Beyonders of the Sleepless Pathway lack many supplement abilities. We can only conduct the simplest of ritualistic magic. What? Captain, you mean that from Sequence 6 onwards, a Sleepless Pathway Beyonder would gain improvements in corresponding aspects? KLEIN asked out of curiosity. Yes, Dunn confirmed. After leaving the Foldy Street Library, KLEIN nearly fell asleep in the carriage on multiple occasions. On his way back to Foldy Street, he lumbered into the house. He then removed his hat and jacket before falling asleep on the sofa. Sometime later, he woke up abruptly, took out his pocket watch, and snapped it open. Melissa will be back in half an hour. Benson in 45 minutes. If I don't get up, I'll have to make them wait an hour before we can have dinner. Oh, he's gonna cook for them? KLEIN rubbed his forehead and entered the kitchen. He washed his face with cold water, then took out the oxytol, tomatoes, carrots, and onions he had bought in the afternoon. After he prepared the ingredients, he suddenly froze. He had the feeling that his actions just now formed a strange juxtaposition with the incident this afternoon. I am a man who just saved Tingen. KLEIN mumbled in amusement. He put on a white apron and got to making dinner. Like, you save Tingen and you start cooking. Look at that, dude. Just like he cooks in his job, he cooks for his siblings. That's so cool. Okay, there you go. We're good. Juxtaposition the two things, comparing them side by side, looks strange. Wait, what was he comparing? What was it that? What were the two things? Him saving Tingen and then him cooking? Is that what he was talking about? Oh, I like the chapter title for the next stream. Artist KLEIN. I mean, he is an artist when he's cooking and when he's fighting. I like it. This was good. We learned so much. So we finally got the potion formula for clown. Once he's probably a clown, he has to find some way to hide it amongst the Nighthawks. Maybe he joins the circus that he ran into the beginning of the series where the person divined him. And you know what's crazy, mate? Oh, I'm speculating. Maybe there is a beast tamer class, and then he has a companion with him for the rest of the series. That'd be cool. Juxtaposition equals contrast comparison. Him just killing a guy and then making food. Okay. She's like, oh, it's weird. I just saved the city by killing this dude that looks like a monster, and now I'm just cooking for my siblings. That was cool. I liked it. It was good, dude. Yeah, I think it was good. Oh, you know what? Is this a good thumbnail? No? Maybe? I don't think so. Nah, that's okay. We'll just take the YouTube default thumbnails. We'll just go with that. Whatever YouTube recommends, we'll just pick one of the best three. That way we upload it quick. I like it, though. Dude, so much was revealed. We got the potion. We had a awesome-ass Hollywood chase scene. Even though it was only one chapter, fucking KLEIN was like... He was like the Terminator. I am coming for you. He was like running. He was chasing, man. No. Wait, how is it? No, not the Terminator. The T-800, the cop that's chasing John Connor in Terminator 3. No, Terminator 2 and Judgment Day. He was like this. He was trying to chase him down, dude. It was so good. It's so good. Oh my god, I loved it. It was beautiful. It was amazing. I like it. I wish it was another chapter long, man. I would have been down for another chapter if it was a chasing. But it's cool, man. We did it. We made it. What about the Bollywood Indian Terminator? That could work. Yeah. He is a runner. He's a track star. He's a runner. He's a track. Isn't that a song? He is a runner. He is a track star. Add sequence 9, supplicant to notes. Oh, thank you. We had sequence 9. Oh, wait. And not only that, you know what's funny? When I was in India, I came across like a Bollywood Indian, Indian Bollywood movie. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know what's the proper way. There was a poster, and it was like a Bollywood movie, and there was a theater there, and I was like, I kind of want to go watch it, but I didn't have time. I went to bed. Just a little side note, little side story. That was pretty cool. Yeah, we gotta add sequence 9. So sequence 9 is supplicant to notes, but they also mentioned sequence 8. What was sequence 8? It was I thought supplicant was sequence 8, and the other one, it was like 2 words. No. Oh, thank you. Sequence 8 was listener, where they can go crazy. Okay, for sure. That was fun, dude. Yeah, let's take that. Let me copy that so I don't forget it. I gotta add it. Yeah, and then I also have Gatekeeper added to sequence 5 for Spirit Medium. I remember that. Oh, Secret Supplement. Wait, so what was Secret Supplement? Oh, wait. Oh, I got it. Secret Supplicant because it's part of the Secret Order. So is the full name Secret Supplicant or is it just Supplicant? I guess that's my problem. How many sequences? We know quite a bit. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna name it off the top of my head. I got it. We're gonna go through this together right now, Mysterious Fool. Quick recap. Quick recap. Okay. Hold up. Let me put this right here just so I don't forget. Okay. So quick recap. These are everything we know so far. We have Seer, Spectator, Sailor, Assassin, Mystery Prior, Marauder. Shit, don't help me. Don't help me. Don't help me. I got this. I look constipated. Fuck, I'm forgetting. The new one right now, Supplement, Monster, Apprentice. What was the 10th one? There's a 10th one. Oh my god. Ah. Shit. Okay. Seer, Clown. Sleepless, Poet, Nightmare. Shit. The Spirit Gravedigger, Corpse Collector, Spirit Medium. We don't know 6, but 5 was Gatekeeper. Oh, Sleepless. Oh, it's okay, Daniel. No, no, you're good. You're good. You're trying to see if I remember. Shit, save it. Okay, and then there was Assassin. It had Magician. We don't know what Warlock falls under. Maybe it falls under that because he's a magician. No, that'd be different. There was. I said monster, right? Fuck, I'm going all over the place. I have to memorize all this in alphabetical order. I will memorize all of this in alphabetical order with time. I got you guys. I think that was good, right? We named quite a bit. Where the F was magician? When the fuck was magician? Oh, I'm stupid. No, it wasn't magician. Yes. No, wait, we did get magician. Magician was, oh no, or was it sorcerer? Magician was when we, for Tess. Remember the mysterious figure that ran into Tess in the harbor is like, the next path is magician, right? Oh, I'm stupid. It was witch. It was witch. Witch, and they're like, now you understand why all of us are females. No, it's all right. No, it's all right. No, he helped me. No, it's all right. No, he didn't give it away. He helped me clarify. So he technically didn't help me. He just helped me with the clarification. Which, yeah, no, it's okay. And I think that's it. Without looking at my notes. Once I look at the notes, I think I'm good. Mystery Prior, Marauder, Apprentice, Spirit Medium, Corpse Collector. Yeah, Sequence 7 was of the Assassin Pathway. Yeah, Sequence 7 was which... Well, I forgot what was 8. Oh, 8 was, don't tell me. 8 was the one where you influence people. Oh, Instigator? It was Instigator? Yeah, I feel like we've almost remembered everything. I'm missing 1 or 2. Maybe I'm doing that intentionally. To see if I get you guys upset at me. We're like, no, say this. You know, for engagement. Is that because that's what people do, right? They purposely leave things out. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I think that's it. Just add sequence to your home notes. You know, I got it. Yeah, Spectator. Oh, of course, Spectator. No, I said Spectator. Yeah, we said Spectator. We don't know. I lied. We do know what sequence 8. I think they mentioned it. Yeah, there was Sailor. Then there was Seafarer. And I forgot what else. And look at them when you are confused. You forgot Staller. Stop. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You forgot Stellar Pathway. That is the hidden, true pathway. The pathway beyond all blasphemy slates 1 and 2, man. That shit, it's its own fucking blasphemy slate. That's fucking blasphemy slate 3. Staller pathway. Bro, we know till sequence 7 of Sailor and Spectator. I know there's Sailor and then there's Seafarer. I don't remember the other one I'm missing, Romero. Oh, there's Spectator. I don't remember Spectator without looking at my notes. Secret supplicant, sensing or praying to a secret existence. And then 8 would be listener, right? Okay. Okay, thank you, man. All right, guys, that was fun. That was a good short 3 chapters. I say short. That was like an hour. But that was fun, man. I hope you guys had fun. Is that known? Yes, it is known. Yeah, you know, it's known. Yeah. Yes. Well, I guess people will know what's a supplement. Supplicant. I don't know what's a secret. I don't know what's a supplicant. Secret supplicant and apprentice are my favorite. So far, listener sounds kind of stupidly busted. Okay, maybe not busted, but scary. From Galler, we get Sailor. Wow, that looks drunk. Wow, that looks drunk. Were you typing too fast, Daniel? No, you're all good, bro. Well, that was fun. Thank you guys for watching. A lot of people have been saying Monster is the best pathway. So right now, I gotta see. All I know is just a crazy guy. Oh shit! But maybe that can come in handy. Like if you can see like the dead, maybe when you're fighting, you can see like all the spirits or all this other crazy shit that you wouldn't like. You'll be able to see somebody's like JoJo stand and like you wouldn't even know it. Don't forget TikTok. Oh, the TikTok pathway. Yeah, no. Just let me. Just me practically, but it's true. No, I got you guys. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, sub. Sorry it was a short stream, but we will be back very, very soon after Thanksgiving for more, okay? All right, guys. Peace. Like, comment, sub. Share it with your family. Share it with your enemies. Share it with your bus driver. Share it with your coworker. Share it with your crush. Like, yo, have you heard of Easy Geeky? He's so cool. You should watch him. Maybe we can like have a movie night and just watch Easy Geeky stream together, you know? It's so cool. Trust, it's gonna work. Hell yeah, it's gonna work. All right, guys. Goodbye. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys very, very soon. All right, peace, and have a lovely day.